I mean, like, I make music by myself, so yeah, I guess I'm a producer, but we try and make music that, like, we like to listen to and that hopefully other people like to listen to, really. We just try our best to, like, make vinyl in these modern times. Most of the artists that I talk with are always kind of instilling on me is that they were ahead of their time and they knew it, you know? They were just doing it because they were doing it. Yeah, I love LA. I never want to leave. I'm obsessed with the city because it just looks so, like, I don't know, sleazy, you know, parts of it. So it's like, I guess that's kind of what I like Hollywood. I like the Hollywood music. It's just got a vibe, you know? It's just like got a very different vibe, and it's the same vibe that people hate LA for. And like for me growing up in LA and being around Hollywood, it's just like my favorite place to be because it was just like kind of gross and like there's something always going on, and like the industry's not what it used to be. It's not like the 30s, you know, when LA was like on the verge of like being a thing. It was fueled by that, but now everything's kind of declined. So there's not really much left to do but kind of make your own thing. These are right down here. These are all my master tapes. And so this is kind of just everything I've done this last year. I was trained classically in drums, in jazz drums. So that was the first musical thing that I did because my uncle was a professional jazz drummer and my grandfather was a professional jazz drummer. And it's kind of in the family as far as rhythm. I went to Cal Arts for a little bit and I was kind of mentally not there, but the only class that I was there for was my African drum composition course. But as far as that like element, house music, dance music, club music, for me when I first heard it, that was the first thing that triggered with me was this is the newest African music. It's so tribal. It's got a heart. It's like the beat is exactly at a heartbeat, you know, almost, you know. So that's what makes people react that way, because it's like primal. You know, people react to drums. And in black African music is so like, I mean, the rhythms are always so strong, you know, and they're always a very big part of it. My aesthetic, it's definitely like, I mean, it's pretty much just influenced by radical music. And for us, there's no kitsch value, there's no gimmick in it. It's, if we put it out, it's because we like it, because we listen to it ourselves. The social media thing is crazy because like I've had a Facebook account for a while, you know, just to kind of keep in touch with old friends. And I remember when we put out the record by one of the guys on our label, Gene Hunt, record called Freddy's Dead. It's pretty in the red, pumping, like loud, in your face, you know, and it's got this Freddy sample. I had like a relative like send me a message and they were like, that is really crazy. Like that music is really crazy stuff. Like a guy who like only listens to like, you know, like basic radio stuff, and it's just like, I heard this thing with this Freddy sample and I just like can't stop thinking about it. It was insane. It's like, that's enough, you know what I mean? To be able to like, cause in this day and age anybody can hear anything that anyone's doing, you know? So that's like fun to like see that like people like get a little taste of some stuff and they don't get it and they're like, but they can understand that like it's different. It's got like a statement, you know, like a little bit of bravado. I'm just trying to flood the market, you know, for people who are like doing, I guess, similar stuff to what we're doing, you know? I just want to make as much as possible and give them as much of an insight as to like what like kind of like how we see things as possible. Like, we'll play a club in the States and there'll be 20 people, and we'll play a club in Europe and there'll be like 1,000 people or something, you know? And it's the same music, same exact show, whatever. It could be like a mirror to the same thing. And it's just like, that's just how it is out here. And that's the reason why we do it, is because hopefully, like, every time another person comes and another person's like, whoa, like, my city's kind of doing something different, and there's like a bunch of guys in my city who are like trying to, like, I don't know, like, make like wild stuff. We're out here trying, man. We're out here trying to get these people to, because it's like, listen, I'll be like the first one to say it right now. We are not benefiting anything off this. You know what I mean? We're not. Straight up, we just live like everybody else. So we could be doing something else that's getting us more money easily, but we don't. We live like this, and we do this because we hopefully want to bring more of a united kind of like vibe. More so than making a profit, we make friends with people who are not necessarily somebody I would meet on the streets here in LA or just in my day-to-day life. We make friends with like people from other places, people from other walks of life who've dealt with things that sound like a movie, you know? Who've lived lives that are like literally caught up in the system, you know? And like, this was their reaction to it, and it's just like this little piece of like music, and it sounds like that. We do it because we want people to like get turned on to the stuff, you know?